Got it. All right. Well, this is the Tell Me Something Good portion of our show here. Does anybody, before we get on to dive deeper into Charlotte's dilemma, does anybody have any other anything good to?
Well, sort of, Joey. It's Lorna, and I think Michelle Minna was lifting up a picture, so she might have something to say after. But I just want to say really quickly. It's more like a fill the bucket, but for all of you who contacted me and gave me love for what my family is going through right now, I just really want to thank you, love you guys, and that's it.
Well, and Lorna, to that point, what you put out in the world, you hopefully receive when you are in need. So you are someone who does that for others quite often, right? And we're all happy to, and or we are, our feelings compel us to support you in any way, shape we can.
Well, love you all.
Such a lovely human being. All right. Anybody else want to share before we go forward? Hi, Eileen.
I hope there's a bigger turnout next week.
Yes.
When I bring lunch.
Okay.
I mean, they can't see us, right? But we all are laying across the tables here.
Yeah,
We have a lot of room.
all the extra bagels.
I was trying to show photos. I don't know if you could see them. But there's one.
Oh, the baby! Look how cute! Oh yeah, we can see her.
Okay, there's one more. Hold on. Well, there's a lot more, but I'm not going to bore you. I'm just going to show you one more. Okay, that was the other one.
Oh, that's a nice head of hair.
Amazing hair, yes.
Beautiful head of hair. I have hair.
Oh, the sweetness.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Michelle.
So wonderful, girl.
Thank you.
What's the name?
Her name is Elle.
Elle. Love it.
L-L-E. Elle.
Congratulations, Michelle.
Thank you.
That is something great.
That is something great. That's
Yeah. I'm a little jealous.
I was so excited to be able to change a diaper, but I never thought I'd have that kind of excitement.
It's a novelty now. Go back in a couple
You
months.
could send a phone.
Yeah, I don't mind that personally. I'm fine with it.
Joey loves babies.
I love babies.
He's like,
I love the primal side of it. It's just so simple, right?
not a fan.
Not a fan. Yeah, my wife's not a fan either.
I mean, I
but
had one.
I like, yeah. Well, you got through the one. All right, let's have a seat, Jamie. Let's get this party started. All right, happenings this week. We're gonna have a mixer, guys. I'm really trying to get you back to interacting with each other, leveraging each other. Sharing energy together. That's what these the office meetings are about. There's opportunity in the people around you in the community we're a part of. Okay, so this is coming. That's not tomorrow, but the 22nd.
It is tomorrow.
It is tomorrow already. Where does the time go? I mean, it is tomorrow. It's the 22nd between 5 and 7 at Kitchen Soda, one of my favorites. This is in Koreatown. They have plenty of parking. There is, it's just a fun place. They make this one thing, but I tell you, it's the best. It's spicy chicken that comes on like a hot plate, spicy chicken with tater tots, and the whole thing is covered in like spicy, bubbling cheese. I'm so excited. I'm very excited. Oh yeah, it's really close. It's really close. It's really close. Yeah, it's like 8 minutes away. Anybody who wants to carpool from the office, we could do that too. But there's plenty of parking. They have valet and or self-park situation. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you all. That's tomorrow between 5 and 7 p.m. All right. Yeah. Broker Caravan. We had so much fun yesterday. Samantha Allen and myself went out with a bunch of new agents. It was a blast. It was a blast. We saw so many houses, right? I mean, I think there were like 11 on the list. I think we saw like 9 of them, right? We poured through them. It was really exciting. It was fun. We got to reconnect with some agents that I know and really give the newer agents the kind of hopefully elevated experience of some kind, right?
Are we gonna, because of that, are we gonna bring back the what did you see part of this?
So we can
meeting?
do that. Yeah. Let's do
What
that.
did you see? Anything
What
great?
did you see? Well, I'm going to push it out to these guys because they were there. And so what did you see yesterday that you loved?
I really like the Buddha on the pool at the one house.
Uh-huh.
And the art reviews there. I also like the agent that's here, Laura.
Laura Anderson's
Yeah.
duplex. Yeah.
The way they have the stone in the bathroom that looks like cheetah print.
You did love the cheated print tile. Anybody else? You guys, what did you do yesterday? Share.
My favorite was that duplex, the one like in Beverly Grove, right? The one that had
Laura's, yeah.
oh no,
Had the cheetah print. No, a different one. Oh, the Spanish style, Mediterranean style. Yeah, it was huge.
yeah.
That was on Stanley, on like the 10, maybe 9 or 1000 block of Stanley. There's a beautiful duplex for sale. 1.6 large. It's like 3,400 square foot total between
Wow.
both units. That did have a legal adapted garage that needed some work. But yeah, it was excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I love both of those. So all right, yeah, we'll create a slide for what did you see, right? That'd be great. All right, next is, there were a lot of things. One thing training, free one thing training. The regions, actually, the Forward Living is sponsoring this free training at the at LAX Marriott next Wednesday, same time as the meeting. There's I would encourage you to go because I think this, the number one, the teacher is really great. And the one thing is a mindset piece that I think would be really, really helpful for all of you in your businesses. So next Wednesday, please register. Brian, or I'm sorry, not Brian, but either Tate Apollo will send out the registration. It is, like I said, it is free. I would encourage you all to attend. Yes. Oh, the one thing. So one thing is a book that Gary and Jay wrote probably around 10 years ago. And while it's not directly related to real estate, it's directly related to being a business person and being a human being, creating goals and a good life habits, right? It's a great matrix for that. I think the concepts in it are probably ones we heard before, but the way the narrative, the way the stories are told and the way the concepts are laid out are really, really quite valuable. And they really polish those concepts, I think. So yeah, there you go. That is on Wednesday, the 28th. Register online. You do need to register. There's just limited access. So please register sooner than later. It's 10 to 1. 10 to 1. Yeah.
If anyone wants to, I'll be here
Yeah.
at 8:30.
That sounds perfect.
Hey, Joey,
Joey.
Yes, David, I hear you.
Mr. David, sorry to interrupt. I met Trisha at the Lady Leaders, believe it or not, the Lady Leaders event at Mega Camp. She was one of the wonderful ladies on the panel, and she's amazing. She is an absolute amazing. So you guys, whoever goes, are in for a treat.
Thanks, David. Thanks for the boost, the bump, the David hit bump. All right. Next is maybe. Coming up soon enough, October 6th is the Profit Share Summit, virtual summit. Learn how to build your downline and receive a benefit. It's the way to go. Sam, Samantha could talk to that, right?
I'm like, what?
Oh, you're going to it. Yeah, why are you going to it?
Why am I going? Because profit share is one of the advantages of Keller Williams. there's skills involved in growing it.
Absolutely. Perfect. All right. Oh, all right, the profit share is on there. The link. Next is. I can't even read that. It's so blurry.
It is a blur.
Is everything blurry?
It was last week too, like, it looks like there's something for sale.
Is that
in
better?
Greece. I'll go in on it.
Yes, it is something for sale in Greece. It is a,
We just find for the office like a timeshare for just.
yeah, you know what? We'll get back to this when we can, this-
Something on Crete, Paros, and Santorini.
Cyprus.
And you can
Random
receive a
thing in
2.5 referral fee when you fly and close.
Can't
It's
we
not-
arrange a field trip for this? Because I think we have to see
yes,
it.
we
to be
can.
able
Is it
to-
clear on there?
Yeah.
So, got my eyes, try for yours.
I can tell you.
All right, so we'll send this out so everybody can see, but it's an opportunity if you know anyone who, it says Crete, Paros and Santorini. So, they might have some.
Says there's a
Yeah.
2.5% commission, which is
No,
Referral.
a referral fee.
I mean, it's, yeah,
My eye.
you can't
I
close a
thought-
deal in Greece, but you
Right.
can receive a benefit from it, for sure. All right.
Can
Send
I
over
ask them
to the
something?
site.
I don't know if anybody else has noticed or it was addressed that MLS is putting out the message that international MLS is now part, so.
Are part of I don't have all of the information. Well, when Rich does his, piece next week, we'll have him talk about it.
Yeah, I'm interested in how that works. Apparently, if the list, we have the exposure to see the listings around the world, and then they have the
You can market it.
ability to
Right.
do it. So it would be
In the
interesting to
US.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, well, now that, the MLS has to compete with
Yeah.
all the other listing services, they finally understand that. We had to kind of go around them to create the national MLS for all of our websites. If you haven't noticed or not, your websites, your Keller Williams websites are searchable all across the US. So you have access to inventory because KW created these relationships with different MLSs, whether they liked it or not. Well, we had to compete with Zillow. and
That, like Redfin, like everything.
Who all
realtors.
position themselves as national MLSs, right? And so the international piece is just an easy extension of that because, we have that also because we're an international company. So, yeah, we'll find out more about that. Have Rich tell us. In the past, what we've had is the ability to market international, because you don't have a
Through Keller
license.
Williams, like.
To Keller Williams and
No, but this is the MLS thing.
even through the MLS, you've been able to put an out of area
Mhm.
listing in there, right? It's a little squishy. I don't think that it has much value, but you were able to do that. Especially in a market like ours, where Los Angeles, which is a very international market.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, let's what other classes do we have coming up? The morning show. We love that. Not to be missed, Lorna, Tracy, any of the frequent attendees wanna give it a bump?
Yeah, we just want to say, show up and participate and become part of the morning show family and team. We do a lot with each other in terms of support. And so it's a valuable thing and a good kickstart to your day.
The only
100%.
prerequisite to being part of the morning show family is showing up. That's all you got to do. And the loving arms of Tracy and Lorna will help you wholeheartedly.
And
All
Joey
right.
on Fridays.
And me on Fridays, yeah. Next is we're good. To Christie, Words That Work, 8 to 9, Power Hour, 9 to 10. and then Ignite classes from 10 to 11. The 30th will be the end of this cycle, and she'll start up again in October.
I'd love to see her on screen every now and again. I know she's probably teaching.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we could.
She teaches until 11:30. Yeah. Well, maybe when she has like the gap, she is really wonderful. Yeah. And okay, email campaigns tomorrow, referrals on Friday, DocuSign on Monday, Command Overview on Tuesday, and then also Command Mobile on Wednesday. Scott. Okay, door knocking workshop tomorrow, 1 to 2. It will be longer than an hour, I assure you. I assure you it will be longer than an hour. But John and Chuck will be teaching a door knocking workshop. Chuck door knocks quite often. I was going to say every day, but it probably at least 3 days a week he's door knocking for as long as I've known him. So he will give you some great tips and tricks, and it's in-person training here in the office tomorrow, 1 to 2, or 1 to whenever. It will go longer. There's no doubt about it. And it will not be on Zoom, so show up. Rich Paisani broker class, that is the 28th, 4 to 5, and we'll find out more about what Rich will be teaching in that moment. That's next Wednesday, right? Something close, yeah.
And that's in person or?
Rich's class? No, Rich's class is on Zoom. And look at this, Samantha Allen, you're teaching an escrow tips and tricks. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Just having run hundreds of escrows for a team on the West. Hundreds of escrows. I've just, had a lot of things that work and things that don't work, and I'd love to share that information.
Excellent.
From which point of view?
What's the date?
Yes.
From the 8th.
So in her previous position, she was managing 400 transactions a year. Okay, in that it's like me, you gather a lot of, problem solving skills through that, right?
Everything has a solution.
Yeah.
And it's going to close or it's not going to close. They're the two opportunities. We want to get the best result for our client. That's our job. Thank you. Look forward to that, Samantha. So that's the 29th, next Thursday, 1:30 to 2:30. May go a little longer. May go a little longer than the hour. Okay. All right, let's get into core services. Andy's here in person, and I know she's up first. Ready to go?
I'm here. Do I need, they can hear me, right?
Oh yeah. This thing picks up. Actually, we got that part worked out.
New system. Feds announced a 0.75% rate hike. There was questioning on whether they'd go all the way to a full percentage. I thought they would, but they didn't. So yeah, lots of volatility.
What do you think the ramifications of that will be? Is really the question. Like what happens that they pull back that extra 0.25%? Or that they reduced or they raised it at all.
I mean, really what it comes down to is markets in general not trusting what the Fed has done and how they've handled it. You also have to take into consideration while all of these Fed policies are happening and going in place and are trying to control inflation and really take money off the streets. You also have a government that is spending money like crazy.
Billions.
There was just another $2.3 billion or $1 trillion bill passed for food to send overseas or something. So like the money's going out and out and out and out, and the Fed's trying to pull it back and pull it back and pull spending. And honestly, we've never seen anything like this in terms of economics. The yield curve is completely inverted. And by that, I mean the 2-year versus the 10-year and the 30-year treasury. Normally, the 2-year is, you know, it does this sort of thing, and we're completely inverted. The 10-year is higher than
Short term.
the short term. Jobs are still stable. Unemployment numbers have gone up a little bit. At the end of the day, they're leaning us into a recession, and nobody's said it yet
But.
or announced it officially.
What's the mentality that, you have to go through the eye of the storm to get to the other side?
So in the interest rates already, the mortgage rate, they did this increase.
Yeah, mortgage rates are, and I know I've talked a lot about this in the last several months. From a mortgage rate perspective, it all comes down to inflation. Mortgage rates are not necessarily following the Fed fund rate, so mortgage rates aren't going to tick up by 0.75%. But they do follow it. And if you're an investor that's investing in a mortgage bond, for instance, a 30-year note, and the dollar isn't worth the dollar, or that investment is really down to a short-term type investment, you're never going to recover the return at all. If a $500,000 mortgage bond costs you $520,000 to invest in it, odds are over the next 12 or 18 months, when rates get under control and rates drop down, that person that you've invested in that 30-year note is going to refinance. You'll never recover your money, which is why mortgage rates are up. Investors are like, we're going to just pump the brakes here.
Never really thought about it from that perspective, that this really is, you know, buying a 30-year loan that at this mortgage rate that the chances are the first chance that the rates drop, that these people are going to write refinancing. That long term.
Yeah. Yeah, rates are at the highest level since 2008. So that's from the investor perspective, that's what's happening with interest rates. Literally, they're pulling the e-brake and going, we're holding off until the Fed can get inflation under control. When inflation gets under control, that means they're obviously pulling money off the streets, and the stabilization of the economy, the cost of goods is under control, value of the dollar gets better, and so on and so forth. So your investment over a long term is actually worth the investment. If you invest now in a long-term deal, you'll never see a return on it. So
that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
So the article that you sent this one,
good.
it's highlighting the positives.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of positives. There's a ton of people sitting on the sidelines. A ton of people sitting on the sidelines.
Buyers, sellers, investors, which group?
And you know, that reminds me, actually, I have some the housing data, the existing home sales for August was released today. So month over month, it was down 0.4% to a 4.8 million annualized pace, which is better than the negative 2.5% month over month that they expected. On a year-over-year basis.
What matrix is that? I'm sorry. Is that the number of units sold? Is it
Yeah.
number of units?
And it's down 20% year over year. First-time home buyers account for 29% of the market, which is holding steady from last year as well. Cash buyers account for 24% of the market, and investors, the percentage of investor buyers are up to 16%. So 1 out of 6 buyers are investors, and that's up from 14%. That's up from 14%. Inventory, though, this is where it gets shady, and this is where it's important to also educate your buyers. You know, people see more listings coming on, and they think, ooh, you know, more things are happening, prices are going to drop, all this stuff. Not necessarily. It's a little skewed. So inventory for August, 1.28 million units from 1.31 in July. So they're down. Inventory crests annually, it's seasonal, right? Like we're just coming out of summer and we're coming into the fall. So we need to, we need to account for that. 3.2 months of supply is is what they're saying based on these numbers. 1.28 million is 3.2 months of supply. A normal market is 6 months. What they don't tell you is that of the 1.2 million units, 779 are only active listings. The rest are under contract. 39% of these inventory numbers are already under contract. Yeah. So that leaves us 1.9 months of supply. Average days on market is 16. And these are national numbers.
So, and that's an anomaly in itself, because usually
Yeah.
when inflation hits the market, it inverts to a buyer's market, and that's never going to happen at this point.
Right.
Do you have the year over year on the inventory numbers?
It's down 20%. Or no, sorry. That was the sales. I don't. I
I'm
can
just
get
curious
it.
because the rates were so low a year ago. Like, is it sellers are just holding off because of the rates, or?
Well, Pete had
Well, so the number of homes being sold is way in, right, year over year. But if you go back to pre-COVID, it's somewhat normal.
Yeah.
So we can't get caught up comparing to COVID. You know, someone said the other
COVID anomaly.
Greenspan, irrational exuberance. That 2 year period was off the charts. We all made more money than we deserved to make. And it wasn't normal. So I like to compare pre-COVID to now to really get more than apples to apples.
So from the month supply perspective that Andy was talking about, do you feel like that's normalized? Because that still feels quite low.
It was really tight during COVID. It's building a little bit, but it's not material building.
No, I meant from pre-COVID, the pre-COVID numbers.
We were going through a stretch of still very solid
Okay.
sales, low inventory, low weeks or months of supply. Being only for years now. It's only been a couple months of supply.
Yeah. I can't remember there again. Drop. We popping over 4.
Yeah, we're not that far from that. So it's building a little, but still the great houses are flying off the shelves. There's still, even while tons of buyers are sitting on the sidelines, there's not enough inventory for buyers
to satisfy the pool. The
Well-
pool was so large to begin with.
You're an Eagle Rock, there's 70 offers.
Yeah.
Now in Eagle Rock, maybe there's 10 offers. Here, where there were 5, 6, 7 offers, maybe there's 3 or 4. It's priced right. You go, you know, price it. It's sitting. I've got one of the bills of the Oaks sitting for months now. I've done 2 price reductions. And we were overpriced. I knew we were overpriced out of the gate. So let's try it. So we're just
The tough thing is that these things just compound and compound and compound. We have a whole new generation of people establishing homes, if you will, and households, right? And new generation of people that are coming of age and wanting to get into the housing market. And builders have paused on new builds. They're dragging their feet in terms of completion of what they've got.
Goods, everything is so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the, I mean, Gary said it's the oddest market he's ever seen before. Because the elements just are not the same predictors, the same patterns don't exist
Yeah.
anymore.
It's like everything's out the window.
Yeah.
Everything, logic, everything. But I will say that after watching the finance committee, Senate Finance Committee this morning, that meeting with all the CEOs of the big banks and stuff, lots and lots and lots of focus on where it's put the housing market and first-time home buyers. First-time home buyers are a big thing in this country.
And so they're looking to not alienate the first-time home buyer, but
It was kind of like, what are you going to do, Mr. Fed?
right.
You basically dumped us into this housing recession. So,
Yeah, well, here's what is true. Listings are king, right? or queen, or non-binary, right? Right? You know, as long as everyone in this room and on Zoom doesn't have their unfair share, doesn't have their plate filled with listings, then, you know, the opportunity, then we're gonna work towards that. That's our goal, is to make sure that everyone gets their unfair share of opportunities. You know, the people out there, you know, I feel bad for them, but they're not my concern. You guys are my concern. So, you know, getting listings and getting listings are key, right? Let's face it.
Now, some of the city events, they better get their house up.
Absolutely.
So capitalize on potentially the very highest of the highest in the market.
Yeah.
You know, it's a soft landing. If there's a soft recession, it's going to level off. You know, that's it could have been.
Absolutely. You know, in about 2007, one of my neighbors who I knew peripherally said to me, "Oh, sell my house, top of the market, because I think it's going to crack any day now, and I'm going to just rent. I'll rent for as long as I have to until there's another opportunity." Well, you know, in this particular case, he didn't have to wait long. He sold at the top of the market, and he, you know, and like less than a year later, he had his prediction came to fruition. You know, it's easy for a seller to sell top of the market, rent for a year, things adjust, rent for 2 years. You know, they will adjust. They will adjust, and another opportunity will come up from that, especially if you have a bucket full of cash. Right.
Let me also note too, that the statistics on investors, 16% of the market of
That
buyers are
was-
investors.
That was, so what do you think that sector is? Is that they're not flippers, right? They're warehousers of property. They're holding onto those properties, right?
Yeah.
You think it is?
Yeah.
I think it's rentals outside of our markets like ours, you know,
Right.
there are markets where that 1% rule still actually holds. And, you know, if you can get a $300,000 property somewhere that you can rent for $3,000 a month, you're sitting pretty and rents are up.
Well, and I think too, especially here in LA, once the rent moratorium is up,
Which
a lot of landlords could
that's what we just talked about this morning on the call. Like
bail out.
they're taking it up in December. I mean, in January 1st, it's starting. That the moratorium bill is going away.
That was the
It's gonna be
county,
additional
because the
year out.
city-
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the county. I don't know about LA City.
That was the city.
No, I don't think so.
City, county.
Then it's gonna be
Yeah,
one
I think
additional
we're-
year after
We're
that.
stuck for another year.
Are you
City.
serious?
I don't think, I think,
That's detrimental, but to.
yeah, I don't know. It's very confusing. I keep looking because obviously it affects me personally.
I
And
thought city council voted.
it was county. It was everybody in the board of supervisors. The county voted for it except for Hilda Police and Sheila Kuhn. And they were trying to put something forward to essentially negate the vote of getting rid of it, but I haven't seen anything on the
From the
city.
city, yeah. Oh.
So, and I don't know about the other cities, but West Hollywood's always been very difficult and Santa Monica is difficult.
I'm sure they're waiting for elections to be over. Yeah.
Probably.
And then they'll just blame whoever.
Exactly. Just left hold of the bank. Interesting. All right, thanks, Andy.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys. Let's see. Next we have Raha. Are you on there, Raha? No? I'm gonna go with Ben. How's it going, bud? Ben actually texted me and said he couldn't make it today. It's okay. But that
He was here yesterday.
he was
Yeah.
here yesterday, and you guys missed it. It was a really great class on social farming. Mary Kay says hi. Hi, Mary.
Hi, my friends. I was at another office yesterday, and they talked about a lot of inspections that people are doing, and that when they're leasing houses, and that the house leasing numbers have gone up because the sellers that are not being able to sell, they're leasing their houses. So when they said that, I said, oh wow, okay, this is why we're getting inspections on leases. The people who are renting the houses, they're leasing it, they are doing inspections. So they have that report. Now that they're paying arm and a leg because, especially with the bigger homes. So when they're moving out, they have something to show when the deposit time comes. And say if the owner says, no, you did this and you did that, they want to make sure to have that. First, to give it to the seller so they can fix certain items. And second, to have it so there's no arguments about who did what during the lease. So we're getting a lot of those, and I was just wondering what was that happening, so why. And yesterday, and another office, they mentioned that
it's funny you bring that up because Tim has a listing of a property in Studio City that that he was out there talking to the tenant, and the tenant told him that the owner, I mean, I think this is a pretty evolved owner. The owner had a yearly home inspection done on the property every year, and she would just fix whatever came up, right? And so I think that's a great investment in property. It's a really evolved owner who would inspect the property every year.
Yeah, and another management. Sorry to cut you off. Management companies do that all the time. We have a lot of management companies that do their yearly. So yeah, they can. And also another thing. Yeah, another thing I used to talk about. Whenever the buyer, you can also tell this to your buyer. That's another good thing to call them, and another way of reaching out. If you know that you guys got them a home protection plan through the seller or what have you, right before the home protection plan is expiring, in order for them to know if they want to continue or not, many people come in, they do inspections. And once they do that, they realize, okay, certain things are just going to deteriorate or it's coming back. It's not, they need repair. Then they call their home protection plan and plus they renew it. So that's another thing for you to know. Or they say, okay, let me renew it because things are going to happen soon, which, many of them cover a lot of items. I have one. It covers many items for me. So that's what's called, that's another thing. But yeah, thank you guys. I love you very much. 7 days a week service. I think, and this will pass too, I guess we just have to, be together and love each other and spread love and keep our health healthy because it's important.
Thank you, Mary.
I love you.
You have a great week.
Yeah, sorry about your daddy. I didn't know.
Joey, I have a plug for one of the service people when that's allowed.
Get in there. It's allowed.
Oh, okay.
No.
This is a plug for escrow, Josh Gerardo and David Eric.
Hello.
I have done they have an escrow with me. I've done a deal with David before I joined the office, and I have one for them with them now. And we happen to have a Spanish-speaking client, and Josh has been gone out of his way to be helpful and take care of her, make sure she understands everything. And he even I don't know if they'll do this for everyone, but he went out and drove to South LA to meet with the owner to deal with some of the documents too. And that was just beyond the call of duty. They're so responsive, faster than, I love my other escrow, but they have been so quick to reply on stuff. And so my 3 new listings that I have, they've ordered the prelim already, got the NHD, did the LA City 9A report order, and got all the stuff primed and ready to go. And so I just am really appreciative of their quick response and their desire to please, and just want to throw that out there that I just want to give them all my business. So thank you.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, Josh. And Jonathan's in the back, assistant number 2. Jonathan's in the back there. If you guys need any help, please reach out.
This was all about
Larchmont. That's what we're here for, right? What's that?
Yes, anything you guys need, please let us know.
Yeah. Josh.
Clarify.
What's that? This Larchmont escrow. Yeah. Thank you, David. And I think their little Larchmont escrow Slide is next, maybe?
Absolutely.
Tate, is it? Bam, there you go. Like I said, Jonathan, raise your hand. There's
I'm
Jonathan
here.
in the back, he assistants, and there's Josh on the screen. Thanks, Josh.
Not a problem.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you guys being helpful. All right, let's we have a lot to Tiffany's, I know, burning a hole in the back of my head for me to move along faster. What's that? All right. Oh, quickly. Oh, that's there's all right. So we went to catch up with our cappers, and we have one in the house, Tiffany Park.
Yay.
Well,
Come.
come on, come up and come on. You're feeling now. Heidi Davis, who's not here, and congratulations. Jan Hohenstein also, and Ian Michael Cherney. I'm going to call in and make sure each of these guys know we appreciate being in business with them, and congratulations. Come on. I don't want to mess up your new hair, but I'm out for you.
Woohoo!
Who's step over here. We can take a photo.
Okay, we see you on the screen.
Almost got it. Come on. All right. Yay.
Okay, so come here, show your face.
Just dip it, say hi. Sit. Congratulations, you guys. Very, very proud of you all.
Way to go.
Excellent. What's that? Who said that? Something. Oh, okay. Let's go forward. Let's see. New agents. If you're in the room, I think Melanie is. We have Kayla Kim. We have Georgina Forte, Melanie Rosenthal, Omar Evans, and Alex Yam all joined this week. Congratulations, you guys. Is Melanie right here? All right. Also, we have some birthdays. Terry Gerger and Ethan Foreman, Andrew Keller, Justin Chun, and also Laura Renna have birthdays all this week. Congratulations, guys. Happy birthday. Let's see. Oh, some closed escrows. Charlotte, congratulations, Charlotte. David Hitt and Ryan, Charles Ryan have one closed. Steve Bonico, congratulations. Anna Lady, congratulations. Valentine Group, congratulations. Steve and Champ and Gina. Is that Gina over there? Gina. Is that, I can't say her. I can't see the back of her head, but I think that is Gina. Congratulations. New escrows. Oh, I love seeing this. Oh, close this over there. We're still this is good because that's a leading indicator of what our next few weeks will be. So it's Lynn and Adam Pergman have a property on Preston. As Lynn said, her little bunk of what she called cottage she was selling, right? I think she used a more derogatory name, but On has a couple new ones. Josh Mendoza, Ian again, Charlotte, congratulations. Kaylin Penna, congratulations. Heidi and Jennifer and Jen Lana have La Cuesta. Heidi also has more. Jan Hellenstein on Lake Ridge. Tracy Pence, congratulations. And Christina Kim all have new escrows. Yay. I love it. Alex Young, congratulations on your recent closing of a lease, and also Angelia, congratulations. I think I saw. Oh, there's Alex and Angelia. Congratulations, you guys. We got some new listings. Single family. David Hitt, you want to talk about Llano Drive? You're on there. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,322 square feet for 1.5 in Woodland Hills.
I can tell you about the street. I don't know
You
anything
know
about
that
the
street?
house, but it's a great street. It's up in the hills. It's very, very quiet. And usually from the back of the houses, they're all on that side of the street. The views are
It
fantastic.
looks unobstructed through the back there, like you
Yeah.
might have a view of some
Most
sort.
of them have really nice views.
Yeah,
Beyond, does it have a pool?
I suspect. It's
You are.
It's woodland.
Why?
Hills.
It-
I want-
It's tough to build
Yeah.
houses there. It's a
That's
real
why I'm
straight
asking,
straight
Huh?
down.
because it's, some of them, some of
Yes.
them.
Okay, you too. I'll work that out and get back to me. John Michelle has San Carlos in orange. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square foot for 1,175. Hayden Adler has one on Ashdale in West Covina, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,585 square feet for $900,000. John and Charles have another Woodland Hills property, 4-bedroom, 4 baths, 2,378 square feet for $1,999. Smidge under 2, smidge. And let's see, Tim Meinelschmidt. Oh, this is the one that we're talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. La Miata. What is it? La Meda. In Valley Village, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square feet for 1.4. It's definitely fixer, or they have $3 million properties all throughout the street there. So it could be a tear down, could be. But if you have investors, this is a good one for investors. And leases.
Can I just throw in one?
Yes, you may, Pete.
We have 461 North Jim, safety on Friday, 5,100 square feet, 14,000 foot of miles.
Huge.
It's 5 bed, 4 bath.
Yeah. 6,995. Excellent.
Had an estimate, sees a lot of, not for everyone, it's also built at, save about $70,000 a year. It's cheap.
Huge.
And price, you said 7?
7.
What style of house is it, Pete? Mediterranean?
Got it, at least,
Yeah.
So he finally, he's getting off, that's because he's nervous, about where this market might go, so they will have that upfront discussion. And has 2 leases, 16,000, he said, and let's skip on.
Oh, it's the one that Bax and Christian rented?
Yeah,
I thought you just leased that.
and I did not lease that leases.
Oh, you're gonna sell that in a heartbeat. That house is amazing.
It's a good house.
It's a great house. It's a great layout.
We've had an escrow twice, needed both buyers decided $11 million.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a pretty, but that's.
Right, you put the $1 million into that, and we're at that, in that $7 million house, and you're in it for 8. You won't get to 10. You won't get to 10 with that $1 million in.
The voter user that just falls lower.
It's funny, I actually had a client that asked me specifically about that house the other day, and I thought you leased it.
Yeah.
But
Call him back.
He's not gonna go up to 7.
Yeah.
And by the way, at this point, I think we're having a conversation about the 6 mile relationship.
I don't think he can do that, but I'll ask him.
He loves it, right? Tiffany has a lovely lease. Is it 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 664 square feet for $2,800 in, that's considered Mount Washington or
Cypress Park.
Cypress Park. There you go.
It's
Beautiful
one of our
cottage.
bungalows there. So there's 6 bungalows on that compound, I like to call it. And this is the biggest one, the 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Excellent. Comes with parking.
Yeah.
There you go, off-street parking. All right, there's also, Pete has Coldwater Canyon, $10,950 for 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,325 square feet. Anything to add to that?
Yeah, and then it'll probably rent.
In the nines, yeah. Beverly Hills. Also, Eileen Gill has Elm Grove Street, 2-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,023 square feet for $4,495. I believe that's in Frogtown. I could be incorrect. I believe that is right. Elm Grove.
That's wrong.
Yep. Tim Meinelschmidt has a property, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,580 square feet for $7,200 on La Jolla in, what's that?
Seems steep.
That's
I rented it for that. before.
Yeah, he
It was
has.
very
Yeah,
good.
several times.
Is that his
Like
place?
2 or 3 times. No. But he's rented.
Flex or a?
No.
Or he's gotten very close to that. Like it's always
Yeah.
seemed high, but then he.
Yeah. Well, the location is right there in West Hollywood, just below Santa Monica.
That's great.
Income properties for sale. Laura and Maury have Mansfield that it's two units, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And 6,764. I think they're actually both 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but I could be incorrect.
No.
For
that-
1,699. Maury, did you?
2-bedroom, 2-bath upstairs, 2-bedroom, 1-bath downstairs, and there's already a 2-room bonus room out back that was a double garage that was converted,
Yep.
and there are permits already pulled and approved if somebody wants to make it an ADU.
Yep. Excellent. Thank you, Maury. And pocket listings coming soon. Who has it? He just told us about one he has coming on. Anybody else have a pocket listing that or a coming soon that they like to share?
Yeah, I can tell you about one, but I don't know what price yet.
Tease
so-
it.
So if you have someone looking for a condo in West LA, I have a client who's getting his place ready to sell, but he's willing to do it off market. It's on Grantville. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,100 square foot place. It has a patio, like a patio out front, a very move-in ready, instant laundry. Guessing probably around 850 to 900,000, but we haven't had that conversation, so in that range.
Like close to Brentwood, right?
North or south?
Let's see, it's
Hollywood
just
or
It's north of Wilshire.
you go?
south of Wilshire,
Oh, it is?
just south of Santa Monica.
South of Santa Monica. All right.
No.
Excellent. Excellent. Anyone else? Oh, no? Anyone else online? What was that? Maury or Michelle? All right. Let's wants and needs. That's next before we wrap it up. Wants, needs, fill the bucket. Anybody? Samantha?
I'll fill the bucket for Paola.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She is amazing.
That's you. Don't make her cry.
She responds so fast.
Yes, she's on it. She's amazing. Yeah, at Tati, not to take Paula's a moment away, but Tati, Brian, and Paula are an amazing support system for myself and your response. Anybody else?
I have 2 of the buckets, but I want to save them for next week for when they're actually on, because it's for Raha and Bet. And I want them to hear it because it's really important and it's
Thank you.
great.
Teaser. It's like a
So
trailer.
stay tuned for next
Fill the
week.
bucket
Fill the
trail.
bucket.
Fill the bucket trail. Okay.
Thank you for lunch.
Yeah, hopefully.
Next
Wow, next week.
Next week.
Next week.
You can thank me for lunch today.
Yeah.
Here's bagels in
What you're missing out on when you're not here?
What time is we didn't have that in the reminder. What time is the class next?
It's not a class. My boss and I will be here with lunch.
Okay, a regular meeting.
In person. I know.
Wear like baggy clothes. You can eat as much as humanly possible.
Bring your,
I might bring a
my
bag.
mother had her wedding bag. All kinds of crazy.
I can.
Were you trying to say something more?
I'll talk to Joey.
And who else? Anybody else before?
I think I should read